Gotta write a classic. Gotta write it in an attic.
I'm Adrian Gurvitz. Came to the States and started playing with that guy up there, Buddy Miles, who I'd met through Jimi Hendrix, and we became friends, and I came here and toured for about 2 years. And then I met Ginger Baker and I went back to London, and Ginger said, "You want to form a band?" And we started a super group in the 70s called the Baker Gurvitz Army.
Why don't you come with me? 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 Come on! Why don't you come with me? Come on! Come with me, come with me, come on! Why don't you come with me? Come on! Why don't you come with me? Come on! Why don't you come with me?
I moved from the Baker Gurvitz Army into doing a solo career. You know, I was an all-round gunslinger, guitar player, songwriter. And that kept going until I became a solo artist on Rack Records, and I had a huge hit called Classic. But then around about the mid-80s, I moved to America. And right then is where I actually really become to think, well, I'll start producing, you know, records and people that I'm working with rather than just writing with them, because I'd already had like 25 years of, you know, or 20 years of making records. And back in the day, we made records with real equipment. There was no Pro Tools, you know, it was all very good consoles, great engineers, great rooms, great acoustics, great pianos, great everything. And that kind of mentality has never really left me, of having that armor when you go in and make a record. Now we're in a completely different time, where kids are making their pop records on a laptop with plugins, and they do a pretty good job, but it's not Breakfast in America, and it's not the Dark Side of the Moon, you know. So I have brought my mentality and my roots into my modern music. I've somehow been able to fuse the two, knowing how to make a great record and bringing the past into the future. Because I also use Pro Tools now. Couldn't live without it. I use BAE's mic pre's, by the way, is because I don't have to have an EQ. I plug it in, it sounds incredible. And that's it, whether I've got it on Andra Day's new record. She's one of the greatest singers I ever worked with.
You're broken down and tired of living life on the merry-go-round, and you can't find a fighter, but I see it in you, so we can walk.
And of course, to have a great sound on her mic, and her mic pre is invaluable. And her latest album, Cheers to the Fall, which comes out in August on Warner Brothers. I had about 9 or 10 songs that I produced and wrote with her on the record. And again, used BAE on every single track. I recorded every vocal with the BAE on her vocal, and you know, various other acts that I have signed on the label, all recorded everything through the BAE. Bass guitars, vocals, background vocals, you name it. It's the tool that you want.